Hey everyone, this is the video you've all been waiting for, the Japanese house tour here in Fukushima-Ken. Let's go inside the home and check out my place. Already in these Japanese homes, you have this little entryway here called the genkan. And right here you have the shoe area where I place my shoes. And I got the closets here and the cubbies to place all my shoes in. I ride my bike almost every day, so I place my helmet here, right here next to the closet. And then this is where you separate the shoes, outdoor shoes, to being outside and being inside, where you have to take your shoes off or wear indoor shoes or slippers. So just checking this place out. It is pretty spacious and got a nice pineapple picture here. So from here, we take our shoes off, we go on in, and yeah, we could take a look. We'll just want to show you the door, more closet space to put items, little mailbox that we have here. Got a little umbrella stash on rainy days. It does get quite rainy here in this part of Fukushima. And so, got windows, got a little mirror, or not windows, sorry, mirrors. Mirrors to kind of take a look at myself before I leave. Got two lights. One is the light here in the genkan, and then outdoor light. So let's take a look inside the unit here. And basically my home is one bedroom, one bath unit. I believe in Japanese that would be like a 1 LDK. Like you have like one living space. I think the L would be the living space, the living room. K would be the kitchen, or the dining. D would be the dining area. I'm not entirely sure, but then the 1 would represent the bedroom as well. I might be butchering that, but anyways, you just saw the closet there where I place like my vacuum, some items, jacket. Got a little hallway here, and I think that's a little attic. I actually never looked up there and see what's. Well, the thing is, my apartment is actually an it's a 2-unit apartment, so there is an upstairs unit that someone else is in right now. And as you can see, this is the living space with the dining table here, a small little dining table in the kitchen here. So I got a little bit of space where I could eat dinner or place some items there when I'm coming home. I cleaned it up here just for the sake of the video. But yeah, I got a nice kitchen area, a little mini stove to cook up something, the sink, the fridge, and we got another nice little storage area where I could put all my plates and everything, more additional items. On the bottom too, I could put like additional food and other stuff in there too. So that's kind of nice having that right next to the fridge if I need to store things away. I got a little mini table here for the rice cooker, and I want to have like a electric water kettle here as well. I don't like this little water heater coffee maker thing, but nice little setup here, just in case I want to have like coffee and all that. So I have that in place there right next to the little sofa here. Now when I came in here, this place was already furnished, so most of the furniture here has already been passed down to me. Got a little table here. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I'm trying to see what this is called. But anyways, this table, you could have like a blanket, a table blanket, a kotatsu. That's what it's called. So that table there was a kotatsu, where it actually has like a heating pad that you can put like a blanket under the table, so the top part of the table actually comes off, and you could put in like a blanket, so during wintertime, like the heated blanket will warm you up while you're seated and having a nice hot cup of coffee or browsing the web on your internet. So just kind of a Japanese thing that they do to keep you warm during the winters, the cold winters. Yeah, so I got a little seating area here, and like a mini bookcase to store items and books and stuff. A little seating area for the kotatsu, and this little table here is like for my little mini streaming setup. So I did buy that table so I could put the mic stand and like work on stuff on my laptop. So it's like a little mini desk slash streaming setup table that I have here. Was able to set this all up, and I actually had a little extra chair in the dining table, so I had 5 chairs when I moved in, and I decided just to use this chair for this mini desk here. Thinking about upgrading the chair, but it's been working for me so far. So this is the living room unit, and it is pretty spacious compared to like some of the apartments that I've seen here in the area. I really do like this unit. I do like the fact that the living room is so spacious. So let's take a look outside in the little mini patio. Let me try to move the curtains here and see what we got here. We got the AC unit here, slash heating unit. What we call in America the mini split, but they call it the aircon, the AC. I got some pots here that was left over. Thinking about just tossing it. I don't think I'm gonna like do any additional plants or plant something, but I don't know. I'm thinking about it. I think it'd be a hassle to kind of remove that, so we'll see what I decide to do with that. I do have a bin here where I put like the cans, recycled cans in there. Yeah, there's a little pot. I don't know what that plant was supposed to be, but it's supposed to be some edible plant. I'm not entirely sure what, but as you can clearly see, I am not taking care of it at all. So that's a little patio here, and you can see the outdoor view. What's nice is like where I live, it's like right next to the river, a nice little stream river that we have here. So kind of walk out and you see like a nice little bit of nature. And from this angle, you can see like my dining area. You can see everything, refrigerator to the dish placement, utensils, all that, dining table. And as we move into the hallway, got my bathroom here, the sink. This is like the bathroom area. Inside that door here, well, I just want to show you this curtain. The curtain's there to pretty much like cover up if you come outside after you taking a shower, just so you're not exposed, I suppose. I guess you could have like a sliding door. It'd be kind of nice to have like a sliding door instead, but I don't mind the curtain. And you can see me here, the mirror, the sink, everything, towel rack, and inside you got the actual toilet. And in every Japanese home, you definitely gotta have yourself a bidet. How can you live in Japan, have a home, and not have a bidet? What's funny enough is I do have some friends that actually don't have bidets in Japan, which is kind of crazy. So I do, up on the rack, I do have additional towel racks, as well as right here, right next to the washer. And I do have a washer and a dryer unit. The dryer units here in Japan are kind of weak, so it does kind of take longer to have it dry your clothes. And majority of people here usually dry their clothes rather than, you know, actually having a dryer. But me being American and having lived in America for so long, you gotta have a dryer. So that's actually really nice about this unit, is having both the washer and dryer unit. Now you can see here, this is a Japanese shower area. As you can see, we don't have curtains here because once you enter this premise, everything can be wet. So you could shower here in this little area, or you could do it in the bathtub, whatever floats your boat. But that is really a standard makeup of like a Japanese shower room. And so you have the door here, so the water doesn't escape out. And of course it's all gonna get wet after you take a shower, right? That's why you have this little thing here, where you turn on the fan and close the door, and in a couple hours it'll actually dry up the shower room, and all the wet spots will be gone. So I do leave that on after I take a shower for it to wait. Now I didn't really know about that until, like, you know, I tried it out. You know, you gotta try out these things to recognize what you're supposed to do. Because in America, you don't really have that. The setup where the whole shower room gets wet, it's not typical. So here is the living room. Not the living room, I'm sorry, the bedroom. The bedroom here, I got portable, like, clothes holders here. These little bins where, you know, I can store my clothes. Got the bed here and a little fan. I bought the little cubby there, the plastic cubbies, to store more items because I had extra items just laying around and I wanted to be able to store them in like a little cubby area. And this is the closet with my clothes and some of my stuff, and blanket storage on top. Outside got a little window, so when it does get hot, I do open up the window, and I do have a fan here, which I would run if my room gets a little too heated. So that's the bedroom there, and here's another view of the whole unit. Seeing both the kitchen and the living space, so it's pretty spacious. Like, I do really like this unit. I got all that I need here. I'm not a guy that really needs much, so this is plenty for me. And yeah, I really like the place. I've been adjusting to the lifestyle here, the home life. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed my Japanese house tour of like a 1-bedroom, 1-bath apartment here in the Fukushima-Ken. And this is how I live my life. So I really hope you enjoy the video. Subscribe and like if you haven't already. And post more videos about my Japanese life.